Hey guys, so I just found out there's going to be a jet ski race in Idaho. My cousin Joe and I want to go down there and rip it up. So we got some work to do to the X2 in order to get it ready and maybe make it a little more presentable. Let's see what we can do. So it is filthy. So we're going to push it out, wash it off, get it cleaned up, and then do some work to the steering. Out here in the light, she is filthy. Let's get it cleaned up. Dang. So we got us a Thrill Seeker seat. It is a really nice material, the gripper style. This is just the cloth. The only thing I have to say about it is that they don't account for the cut in, so it makes it really hard to get that folded around for the toe loop. But other than that, it is freaking cool. And you can design these any way you want. Get on there. They have the X2 on the site. You just pick out. You can get it with the ribs, you can get different centers, different sides, mix and match how you want it, make it yours. Pretty freaking awesome. Shout out to those guys. The old 91 Curse. So it's a single bar that runs straight down all the way to the pump. And that's good in theory, but the other ones have a rod that comes off and runs to a cradle up in here. A trapeze, they call it a trapeze, and that gives it a better angle so you get better steering. So let me show you here from the back. So here's to the left. So you got like, I don't know, 1.5 inches or so in here. And then to the right, you've got easily over 2 inches right there. So if you could just get that extra little bit, it just feels like it never wants to go to the right. Like it feels like it flops really easy to the left, and then when you go to make your right hand turn, it just doesn't want to transition. It just fights you. So we're gonna pull off that arm, grind off a little bit of the stop up in here. So yeah, so see right here, this little piece right here, we're gonna just take, I don't know, we'll start with like 1/8, and then we'll see what it does, and then go from there. I don't want to go too much, because then we got to take more off to the left side, and then it's just you're going back and forth. So we'll start by taking that nut off. So we're just gonna take over to the grinder. I'm just gonna knock off just a touch of this for now. We'll try like I said, we'll try 1/8, and then we'll slowly move up from there and see what that gives us for throw. I decided I better set up and get an actual reading of what we got here. So we've got, looks like 7/8 right to the, well, we'll go 1 inch to the inside of the nozzle from the outside. There we go. Yeah, we're almost 2 1/4 to the, well, we'll go 2 inch to the nozzle throw with heavy pushing, and then back to 1 inch. Yeah, so we're just roughly, yeah, 1 inch. I didn't put the screws back in there, so that's actually 1 1/4 to 2 1/4. Well, 2 inch. So we got almost 1 inch of throw that we've got to make up for. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I've cut into it probably more like 1/4. I wanted to do 1/8 plus the blade width, so that's definitely 1/4. We'll trim that off, and then we'll go test it. All right, that's way closer. That's 1.5 inches. So that's a lot closer than it was. Back to the other side. Yeah, we can whittle away at that. So basically a blade width. we'll take the rest of that, I bet. Yeah, because we're right at 1.5 inches. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, we just took off another blade width. And look at that. Dead to rights. Right on the money. Okay, now let's check the other side. Boom. Even Steven. Sick. Okay, now we put it back together. Fixed. Oh, by the way, we are running Jet Dynamics long ride plate and deep intake grate because it is a 750. 750 single carb, stock pipe and stock pipe for now, stock water box. All right, so I decided that I don't necessarily love these handlebars. They're too tall, and so when you like trying to get back on the ski, they're a little more reach for. So I went ahead and got on Amazon and I found some shorter ones. So I'm gonna try those ones. Try those ones out. I like the purple, so I went ahead and got the same color. It came with grips. Don't really love those. So then I ordered these ones as well. They're black, but they got the anodize on the ends, and they have these little Allen heads to keep the grip from spinning. There's like these ones, even right now. They just come right off, you know. And I don't know how old those things are, so we're gonna go ahead and swap those out, and then we'll do the tread. I went ahead and got this stuff right here. I thought that'd look pretty nice. It's got the black and the gray. And I kind of feel like I'm going to stay with the black and gray on this one. So I'm going to repaint this hood white. And then maybe throw some purple in there to match the handlebars. Okay, so I got them all installed. I'm not like a super fan of this cheap graphic thing, so it doesn't have a slit in it. So I'll just leave it off and maybe bag and pleat my lovely lady to make me something cooler than that. I'd just as soon not have that, you know, on there. But actually, these bars are pretty sweet. They're a lot thicker than I thought. So they got a real thick. They're real thick, real strong. These were just mountain bike grips on the Amazon. Oh, I never tightened that one down. So, but if you just go through and just run these little set screws down. I think I put that one on backwards, but oh well, whatever. Just run these little set screws down. It's got like a plastic core. No movement. And then I got my throttle set. You know, we'll test ride it and see. The other thing I forgot to mention is that I went ahead and bolted through the tilt so it doesn't kill me if you know, I'm doing some riding and have that thing break or come free or whatever. So it's rigid mounted. It's not as good as like a billet piece, but it's pretty good. Okay, that worked pretty slick. Just pull it off and we lay it on, trace it out on the stuff and cut it out. Tools here. This is a pretty cool cutter. Harbor Freight. Work good for fiberglass.
regular scissors for trimming, and my trusty knife. This is where I get on and off, you know, and so I want to make sure that that's really stuck down. So, and I don't trust that rubber, so I went ahead and threw on some 3M stickums. This comes with pre-stuck. This comes with some pre-stick stuff, but I just want to make sure that it's good and stuck before I forget. Oh, I went the wrong way. I want to go the other way first, huh? We'll start at the toe. So we're going to do the same thing at the nose, because that's where water sits. Everything else should be pretty good. Gotta let it like kind of kick off. I'm just going to go ahead and roll this corner over, because why not? Better than banging your leg off of it. Plus it'll give you something to grab onto when you come off the ski. Yeah, that looks real nice actually. Probably should have went all the way up, but yeah, I like that. Looks pretty good.
It's so gross out here. it really wasn't as fast as I was hoping it would be. It just felt like a dog on the top end. It would come, the pump would come unloaded and it would like act like the power band would kick in, but it just had no get up out of the hole. Like there was no hole shot, no nothing. So we are gonna have to do some work and put maybe a head on it and a pipe, because this thing is not working. But that's for a later video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget, those who love you ride with you. See you on the next one.